Hello there, fellow summoners. Mad Dog HT here, and have a last uncollected video, 3.2 boss. This is the new Airwalker champion. So this first fight, I'm gonna go in with Thing. Thing is an awesome option here, because he cannot be armor broken, and which basically, I haven't looked into Airwalker's abilities entirely, and I don't have it all learned yet, but he has that Dark Tide debuff, which doesn't do any damage, but if it's paired with an armor break, then you get damage. You take damage over time from those being paired up, so just be aware of that. But that's why he's an excellent option, because you can get all these Dark Tides and they're going to heal you from willpower if you have that active. Something that I recently added that I didn't have until this month. I haven't had it activated for a long time. But yeah, so the L1 on Airwalker, I don't know I felt like you could either do 3 quick dash backs or 2 slow ones if you're really close to him. And you can get away from that beam that he throws at you. But yeah, I do get clipped a few times. I know on the L2 you're supposed to dash back but not evade. So there you can see I did 3 dash backs. That gets you out of the range of that beam, and then you just want to watch it and then you can counter it. And I can't remember, to be honest, what happens if you do evade it and dex out of that beam. I'll have to look at that, but yeah, this fight's pretty simple. As far as the last uncollected boss, it's not very difficult, so long as you bring a good counter that can either shrug off the debuffs that he'll put on you, or be armor break immune. So, and that was basically my goal, was to use those kind of champs. Obviously a really good champ to use is Doom, but this week when this was released, I did this all in the second day. Doom was in AQ, so I didn't have him as an option, but he would totally destroy this dude, particularly with the class disadvantage, and you just get into his rotation and Doom will just wreck stuff. So there's Thing taking down Airwalker. That was my first encounter. Getting all those completion awards, which are nice. Ignored the offer. And now we're gonna go back in, and I think I'm using Symbiote, or do I use Aegon? So he's got Rapid Metabolism, so your stuns aren't gonna stick as long, so you gotta be quick, particularly if you have a champ that you're gonna try to do in heavy with. He's gonna gain power fast with that power axis L1. So you can kind of see that his power going up to L1 it's pretty quick. And then yeah, so with Aegon here, I had, what was it, 155 combos, so I built him up ahead of time, and this was mainly to enable that tenacity that's gonna shrug off those debuffs. So even though he is gonna put the Dark Tide on and an armor break, you can see I'm taking 58 damage right now, but I'm willpower healing for 179, and then I shrug it off. So it's going to actually help significantly. But this fight's not going to last too long. I do get hit on that L1, but that just helps the fight end faster because I get some Furies. But yeah, so I definitely need to get that L1 timing down pat. So there's the second takedown of Airwalker, and then this time I think I'm gonna go in with Symbiote Supreme. I think, no, maybe it's actually Fury, Nick Fury. Let's see. yeah, Nick Fury. So Nick Fury, he's also a really good option. He's not armor break immune, but if you knock the champion down, so with a heavy or with a special attack that you're fighting against, Nick Fury will purify those debuffs on him. So yeah, so here I have 2 Dark Tides and armor break. I'm gonna throw an L1. It's gonna knock them down, and boom, they're gone. So and this guy isn't bleed immune. He doesn't have any nodes on him that would make you not want to cause him to bleed. So I'm sticking with those light ender bleed combos to stick on that nice bleed. I'm not too worried about the deep wounds bleed. This fight's not going to last that long, so just keep it simple. And here I think I'm going to hit him with a big L2. It's going to purify all those debuffs, and then boom, back to normal. Watch the L1, go in, counter it, and just go to town again. So this is going to be a pretty quick fight, pretty simple. I think all of these are pretty quick and easy fights, with exception, I think my last one, which my original recording, so you have to face this guy 7 times, and this is the 3rd fight. I'm pretty sure the next one I'm going to do Symbiote Supreme as the 4th. The 5th one I'm going to do Archangel. And then the 6th one was Colossus, who was a rank 4 unduped. And the recording failed. And so I just decided to run them again. So I have 6 out of the 7 attempts recorded. Here's Symbiote Supreme. He just does good because he can keep the that power cosmic off, and you know, once you get your L3 going with that attack rotation where you get the bleeds, this guy's just gonna melt. Sorry, I forget what it's like the set fangs phase. I can't remember what all 3 of his phases are called, but so yeah, so here I'm gonna throw off an L3, and then he's just gonna melt with the bleed damage. So yeah, so Symbiote Supreme is a great option. I mean, a lot of the Mystics can obviously do this fight, because they can really put the hurt on this cosmic, and keep his power cosmic buff from activating. And there he goes down super fast. So this next one I'm going to do AA, and he's just good because neuros, bleed, poison, just gonna melt this dude. He's not immune to any of that. So you just got to make sure that if you do a parry heavy, you do it quick, because of that rapid metabolism, the parry stun's gonna wear off much faster. So your window, like right there, boom, I missed my window because I was a little bit late. So your window's gonna be tight. So but he does work, and you can just see he's gonna put in some work here. And I think I hit him with an L2 here shortly, and he's gonna go down. So he's got 4 neuros. He's gonna get stunned. And yeah, I mean, as far as the specials go, I've gotten clipped a few times. I got clipped coming out of that heavy on the L1, but the L2 is very, very easy. Very easy to get away from and just watch it. So I don't mind pushing to L2. The L1, it just really depends on the spacing of where you're at when he's throwing it. And just got to get used to that speed of that beam coming out at you. Okay, and here is the last attempt. Again, I did take him down 7 times. The 6th time was with Colossus. Recording failed. This is the 7th and last time going back in with Colossus. You know, my Colossus isn't awakened. It's just rank 4. I really wish he was, but he's still awesome. He's just a solid tanky champ. Really, really solid mutant champ. I hope I can awaken him sometime soon. Again, you can parry heavy. You just got to make sure that your heavy is quick on the release. Otherwise, he's going to smack you. But you can see, because Airwalker is not a tech, I can't be armor broken. So I'm not going to take any damage from the Dark Tide and the Armor Break combination happening, because I'm never going to be armor broken. And yeah, so I'm just going to parry, build up the armors, kind of do a heavy chain into specials. And I mean, this would go a lot faster if he was awakened, but you know, he isn't. But he can still do some good damage, and he doesn't. I'm getting some, I feel like, some unlucky crits on some of those heavies, but he will take him down. And yeah, that's pretty much it. So nothing really too fancy for this guy. He's not very difficult. Just bring the right champs where you don't have to deal with that passive damage. I mean, you see here, I'm getting hit with the L1. It doesn't hit that hard. Granted, Colossus is a tank. But yeah, I'm looking forward to the rewards from the Herald difficulty. I am going to get enough shards when I'm done with this to get a new 6-star. So maybe we'll be seeing that video soon to show that opening with a couple other 5 stars that I got this past week. And yeah, thanks guys for stopping by and watching, and checking out how I took down Uncollected this month, and I'll see you guys in the next one.